Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, friends. Let's continue with the bill of exchange. And I'm in illustration one. Illustration not on the bill of exchange and promissory notes, page number 10, CA Foundation book. So let me close this. Yeah. So Vijay sold goods to Preetham on 1st September 2016 for rupees 1,06,000. Preetham uh, immediately accepted a bill on the date. On due date, Preetham requested the bills be renewed for a fresh period of 2 months. Vijay agrees, provided interest at the rate of 9% was paid immediately in cash. To this, Preetham was agreeable. The second bill was met on due date. Give journal entries in the books of Vijay and Preetham. Vijay is selling goods to Preetham. So Vijay is raising the bill, and then Preetham is accepting the bill, right? First, let's put the entry for journal entry for sale of goods. Sale of goods is Preetham being debtors, Preetham account debit, Preetham account debit, sales account credit, sales account credit. So the amount is sale of goods for 1,06,000. 1,06,000. Now, this is for sale of goods. Next one is bill is raised, right? So bills raised means bills receivable account debit and Preetham account credit. Preetham account has to be credited because now the outstanding will be tracked through the bills, right? 1,06,000 and 1,06,000 Preetham account credit. Preetham account will get knocked off, and then bills receivable to sales settlement. Now, Preetham has dishonored the bill, right, on the due date. Like he said that he's not dishonored, he has requested for an extension. So we have to cancel the first bill and raise a new bill, right? So now cancelling the first bill will debit Preetham account debit to bills receivable account credit. So we are reversing the bills receivable entry and for 1,06,000. Now then, we will have, now Preetham has agreed to pay Vijay an interest of 9% for a period of, if Vijay is agreeing to bear an interest of 9%. So interest being an income, we have to debit Preetham account because Preetham is the debtors for interest again to uh, interest receivable account credit or interest income account credit. Interest income account credit. Interest income is 1,590 and 1,590. Now, then a fresh bill is drawn now. So bills receivable account, a new bill is drawn. Bills receivable account debit and cash account debit to Preetham account credit. So Preetham account credit because Preetham is paying the interest amount by cash, so debiting cash, and bills. New bill has to be is been raised, so Preetham has to pay 1,06,000 for the bills, and then credit is 1,07,590. 1,590 is paid by paid through cash, and so this 1,590 will get knocked off, and the balance will become 1,06,000 in the bills receivable account. Right now, the bills are settled. So bills are cash account debit. On due date, bills are settled. Bills receivable account. Bills receivable account credit. Right. So this will square of the outstanding 1,06,000 and 1,06,000. This happens. This happens after the 2 months of fresh due date. This happens, right? Now in the books of Vijay. So in the books of Preetham, right? Books of Preetham. Bits of so Vijay being purchaser, and we have to debit purchase account in the books of Vijay. In the books of Vijay, we have to debit the purchase account. The reversal entry we have to credit bills payable. Yeah, you can see here. First is purchase. In the books of Preetham, purchase account debit to Vijay account credit. Vijay being sundry creditors in, sorry, yeah, sundry credit, Pritam's books. Vijay account credit 1,06,000 and 1,06,000. Now this is converted into bills payable, right? So Vijay account debit, bills payable account. Because Pritham has accepted the bills raised by Vijay, so we are debiting Vijay account and crediting bills payable account credit. Bills payable account credit 1,06,000. Now on due date, Pritham has rejected the requested for extension. So we have to reverse the bills payable account. Bills payable account debit and Vijay account credit. We are reversing the original bill entry that was made because a fresh bill is being drawn. Yes, 1,06,000, 1,06,000. Now next entry is accruing the interest. Now this is interest going to be interest account debit, interest payable, interest expenses, interest expense account debit, because in the books of Pritham, because the bill is extended to 2 months and he is agreed to pay interest for 2 months, so interest expense account debit to Vijay account. Vijay account credit, interest amount is 1,590. 1,590 rupees. Now a fresh bill is drawn, right? Now for this, because a fresh bill is drawn, we have to debit Vijay account, and bank account or cash account has to be credited because the payment is settled, and bills payable account credit for the fresh bill that was drawn. The amount as interest is paid 1,590, fresh bill value is 1,06,000 rupees, and total is 1,07,590. Now this bill is settled after 2 months, so bills payable account debit and bank account credit, right? So this is how the entries will tie up in both the books of Vijay as well as in Pritham. In the books of Vijay, Pritham is an customer, so the amount has to be recovered, so we are debiting bills receivable account. In the books of Pritham, purchaser is Vijay is from whom the purchase is made, and Vijay is a creditor, so we are taking it to the bills payable account. And interest of what is being charged because of the bills not paid on due date, it's an interest income in the books of Vijay, and it's an interest expense in the case of Pritham. Right? Once the bills are settled, the bank account will be debited in the case of Vijay, and then bank account will be credited in the case of Pritham. So just go through these entries. This is very simple entries, and then it follows a sequence. It follows an order: bill raised, bill accepted. Sorry, sale happened, bill raised, bill accepted, bill dishonored or bill extended, interest paid for extension of bills, fresh bill raised, and then bill settled. So the sequence of entries flow, right? Please go through this and then let me and send an email to me at babupriya@rediffmail.com just in case you have any doubts or clarification on this. I'll come back to you, or you can post your comments onto the video as well, and I'll get this clarified sooner. Thank you, friends, and have a great and wonderful day.